Welcome to TacosandGeeks.com review of The Secret World of Arriety. Let's talk a little bit about the stories and characters, but as usual, here's a brief synopsis of the film. Arriety is a girl of 14 years, one of the little people living secretly with her parents under the floors of an English-style country house. They survive by borrowing food and finding ingenious uses for household products dropped by its inhabitants. A single cube of sugar can last for weeks, and a pin can make a great sword for fighting hungry insects. But one day, a new visitor moves into the empty room upstairs. Sho is a delicate, handsome teenager boy who has come into the house to rest and build his strength up before his heart operation. When he catches sight of Arriety, he is intrigued, and the two begin to form a bond. But with the secret now exposed, the Borrow family worries that they may need to move away and find a new home. I'm I'm gonna go out on a limb. This is a good film, but it's far from Studio Ghibli's best. It's good. It's good. Don't get me wrong. The story is good. I mean, it's basically a nice adaptation of the story of the Borrowers, and it's nice to see the Borrowers in an anime form and anime style. But the story kind of shorts it. How should I say? It doesn't have enough meat on its bones. I mean, basically the whole story is it's pretty slow. Not even just slow. It's just you get the sense of nothing really does happen in this movie. Unfortunately, it's disappointing in a way because you do. I mean, what they do right with the story. I mean, they do capture the world of the borrowers. You do see how they need to borrow to survive. Like said in the synopsis, they have to borrow cups of sugar, or they have to borrow pens and sheets and stuff like that, in order to survive. You do get that experience of the world, but other than that, there's no real meat of the story here. I mean, the main focus will be between Sho and Arriety and their relationship together. Sho wanting to be more part of the world and trying to get Arriety to open up to it, and Arriety trying to protect what she has. And there's a little social commentary on endangered species, but other than that, it kind of just falls flat because there wasn't really much to do story-wise. I mean, it's definitely catered more to the younger audience. For the Ghibli fans out there, this is no Castle in the Sky. This is no Kiki's Delivery Service. This is no Spirit Away, but it's still a nice story. It's just like my only complaint would be, I don't know, I just felt like the story just wasn't really that interesting enough for me to give it like high praise. It is good. I mean, there's great characterization of Arriety. You get to know more about her. You know more of her, who she is, her family, and the type of world that they live in. And it's only an hour and 30 minutes too. Maybe because if it was a little bit longer, it would have been better. But there's also antagonists there who really is not really that developed. Like, there's one antagonist who's hell-bent on capturing the borrowers, but you never know why they want to capture the borrowers. What's the meaning? Just to prove that they exist? What's the meaning? Or just to, what was the reason for the antagonist to want to capture the borrowers? But otherwise than that, I mean, it's just there. The story's there. I mean, it's beautiful though. There's no doubt about it. It's beautiful. I'll talk about the music and animation and voice acting. It's beautiful, but the story kind of shows flat because due to lack of, development, things felt kind of rushed watching it, and it's just kind of not interesting, unfortunately. But it's still a solid Ghibli film. Even all the bash I'm saying, it's still a good film. And the reason why it's good is because the way the Borrowers was approached, the way the Borrowers was handled, the way the relationship between Sho and Arriety will keep people interested. Oh, does he want to be part of that world? And what's happening with his heart condition, which eventually you really don't get to see. I mean, there's one thing I did kind of like, there's a scene there where he's saying that you give me hope and stuff, but you really don't see throughout the movie of him losing hope. You just see him as a kid who's walking around the house just a little bit alone, but you don't really see him like down or in a dark place. So I mean, I don't see how that really works, but for the most part, the story was okay. I mean, it's not the best, but it does do a great job of bringing the borrowers to a nice animation form. And for that, let's go into the voice acting now. For the voice acting, I did not watch it in English. So you guys already know how I am when I watch Japanese voice acting. It's kind of hard to grade. So for the most part, I would say the performances was really good. I did enjoy the Japanese dub. Can't really comment too much about it because frankly I don't understand Japanese. I was reading subtitles, so it takes away from the performance. But the music and animation is what really, really, really shines in this movie. The music is awesome. It's very nice, mellow, acoustic. You got some strings, you got some violins. It's just so smooth, easy listening to music, and it's pretty good because mainly because the setting is just in this one place. It's just this house and this garden, and you really get that feel of, oh, it's just a nice beautiful day outside. I mean, the movie is not tense at all. It's not on the edge that you see like other interpretations like The Littles or even John Goodman's The Borrowers. I mean, or The Indian in the Cupboard or something like that. um, it's really it's really just a nice, mellow, easy movie. It's just a relaxing movie, and that's the way the score is. Just very relaxing, very easy, nice and going. Now for the animations, just once again, Ghibli is awesome. Just pure awesome. The environments is beautiful. I mean, paintings, once again, paintings coming to life. I mean, backgrounds are just, you can just tell by colors, the textures, the way things are placed. Everything was executed to a degree. And even Arrieta's designs is beautiful. I mean, it's a classic Studio Ghibli. You know you're watching a Ghibli film the way the design is. And it's just really nice to look at. Animation is solid. I love the background. I love that little cat. I love Nia the cat. Oh my god, I love the cat. I always, there's something about cats in Ghibli cats. Ghibli cats are awesome, man. I love Ghibli cats. Ghibli cats rule. I just want to say that on record. Ghibli cats rule. I thought the animation was really great. It's really beautiful. You have to see it for yourself. I suggest you see it in theaters when it comes out, or see it on the screen like we did. And I thought it was just pretty damn awesome. I also like Show's design, the expressions on his face, and what's really great about the animation is how you're seeing everything from the borrower's perspective, which is awesome. Like, you see little Arriety, and you see these huge crows and these big trees, and it's just, and the way they did the camera angles is just so, the cinematography is really great. Like, you're really seeing everything. They made sure that you're really going to see this from a borrower's perspective, and that's what's really great about the animation. Now, as for the final grade, I'm going to give The Secret World of Arriety, I'm going to give it a C+. I just felt like the story just was a little flat watching it. Towards the end, you introduce characters. They introduce characters, a new character, another borrower. He's not even developed. You don't know where he's from. You don't know what he's doing. You just know he's just kind of there. His name is Spiller. Spiller was underdeveloped. The mother was developed, but it's just like you don't really know your characters besides Arriety and the father, and you just know the world. That's basically, it's just, you know the environment, you know the world, you just know that they're borrowers, and you know they're trying to survive. And a lot of characters to me wasn't just really deeply flushed or explained a lot. I mean, you just can't pop in new characters. You don't know who he is. It's just like, okay, he's just this guy. We just know he has no family. Okay, what else? Tell me something. But, for the most part, like I said, it's a nice kids flick. Take your kids to it whenever it comes out. And it's another Ghibli. It's a Ghibli hit, but it's also a Ghibli miss. I thought I was disappointed. It could have been so much more to the story, but unfortunately, I didn't see much meat on the bones to give it a more better, higher score. So, The Secret World of Arriety gets a C+. This is Justin from OtakuTheGeeks.com saying later days.